Chapter 265. I got spoiled. What did you expect? So I pretty much already know they're going to the play. That's all I know. Hi, I'm Fate. We talk about Rent-A-Girlfriend stuff. Today we're going to be taking a look at chapter 265 Rent-A-Girlfriend, just like I said 2 seconds ago. And without further ado, let's mosey. Ooh, that's a nice cover. Chapter 265, The Girlfriend and the Birthday Part 2. That's really hard to see, but somehow I read it. Wait, it's The Girlfriend and the Birthday 2, Part 2. So I think this is, I saw a post earlier on Twitter from one of the Japanese fans I follow. He said this is a park in the Nirama ward, which is where they used to live. Nirama was where their apartments were. So that's kind of interesting. So let's see. You shine even brighter this year, from neighbor to housemate. Nah, that's really cute too. The birthday's finally here, but it's just another day for the birthday girl. Here, Mini-chan's tickets. Though the seats might not be together if you're both gonna come to watch. Take it. I'll probably be back late and I might have a light dinner outside, so you can call it a night before I get back. Mini low blood pressure. Look at her waking up. And they collect cans and plastic bottles today, so if you have any in your room, make sure they're collected. There's a 70% chance of rain, so laundry today is probably a bad idea, but maybe not entirely. Be safe. She's like laying out her plan. She's like got this mapped out. All right then, I'm off. You can't argue with her at all. Yeah, she got the plan laid out. That's how a birthday girl spends her morning. She's way too detached. A Chizuru-san morning, just like any other day. No, I get it. It's opening day for her play. Of course she'd be busy, but does she feel like this day isn't special at all? I love how he's doing this in front of Minnie. That's so great. It just shows how like vulnerable he's okay with being around her. That wasn't even a vibe where you could say happy birthday and thanks in exchange. I just don't get it anymore. Aren't girls supposed to treasure days like birthdays and anniversaries? Bro, that's everybody. Aren't they? Tell me, aren't they? She woke up before either of us and started getting ready. Is she even human? I admit I woke up late, but... Let's go back to sleep. My spirit's broken. Wake me up when it's time to leave. I thought that would be the case. You're lazy. I love how they're just both asleep. Also, Minnie rolling around in bed is cute. Again, I've already woken up once. Sleep. Dude, that's me. That's me. Sometimes if I wake up, like especially if it's in the morning, I'm fucked. Mizuhara said she'll be back late. Don't tell me that was it for today, our time together. Even if I wanted to get her present tomorrow, she'd order me to not spend any money. The time will have come and gone at this rate. So today's play is the one from back then. So I know what she wears in the play. So it's interesting how in the play, she's wearing a high school outfit. And the first time this specific play is referenced is on the dream date, where she's wearing a high school outfit because they were going on a dream date, the high school date. So that is interesting to point out. I feel like this play and everything that's going to be shown is going to have inspiration from the dream date, because everything that's been referenced up until this point has had specific callbacks to these events and how they've been contrasted at that point and at this point. So today's play is the one from back then. She's been rehearsing and practicing it all this time while I knew nothing about it, all for this day. It's unfortunate that the stage play and her birthday coincide, but I want her to do her best as an actress. But if that's the case, why do I feel bummed out about it? Damn, boy got abs. Boy got abs. This is what I mean. Kazuya is like actually kind of attractive, but like how he's drawn in the anime kind of takes away from his charm. Sighing is the only thing I can do. Wow, so she's playing Chika Yamasaki. Is it a modern play? The one person who sympathizes with the main character whose life is in shambles because of her time leaping. This seems oddly on the dot, considering we had the time jump, the 3-month time jump. The person who most people, like most of the audience didn't sympathize with Chizuru, and like everybody's like upset at her. And then you have Minnie, who kind of gets where she's coming from, and Kazuya, who kind of gets where she's Wait, but what if that symbolizes Sumi? Oh god, my brain. Oh, leaping through time, huh? That sure is a trend. Despite living together, she's never talked about this. Not even once. No, stop. This play is the fruit of all of her effort. I have to support her with all my heart. Master, you can see the sky tree. Master, Could you stop yawning? Okay. So this is a different location. Wow. Oh yeah, they're gonna be like far away from each other. I love how optimistic she is. Editor's note. And I love how stone-faced Kazuya is. Such a good contrast. This boy's beautiful. Oh, it's gonna start. What's her entrance gonna be like? I remember last time she came out partway through, like 3 minutes into the play. Looks like she has a secondary part this time too. So it's gonna start with the lead roles after all. Oh, interesting. That's interesting. A secondary role again. And this is just the second time I've been watching her in a play. It's no wonder I feel nervous. Damn it! I knew she isn't coming up yet! And here Sawakawa was saying she wouldn't be even a minute late. Oh, that's actually really cute. In the first play, she comes up later. And this time, first thing, first one to come out. Yeah, and this is the thing I got spoiled on. I saw this. Wow, she's even in the same pose. She's even in the same pose as the dream date. She's here from the start. I didn't even imagine it'd be so sudden. I suppose that happens too. I wasn't prepared. I love how they're fucking looking at him. The people are looking at him. Oh, wait a sec. A school uniform. No one told me about this. I see, she's a high schooler. She's so goddamn cute. It's almost completely the Mizuhara I know. Though she's turning 21 today, this suits her too well. Just as I expected. Nothing's going into my head. What? You couldn't decide which mobile game you wanted to play? So you got 2 phones? Don't like that really exist? Huh. There it is again. Chizuru made someone laugh. Just like last time in the first place, she made someone laugh. Sawaka Takatsu is my dear friend. He's amazing as ever. How do you move the heart of a person like that? How do you shine like that? Everyone's looking at you, sometimes laughing, sometimes crying. All the attention is taken by a single person. Bandage. It's like a dream. I see now. This is what was getting me down. Ooh, he's reflecting on his emotions. We're living together doesn't mean we've become family or anything. She has her own life, and she has her own things which she holds dear, and people she holds close. A place that is her own. I felt like I saw her up close when we were making the movie, but now it feels like she's drifted far away again. So that is the person I love. I love the imagery. I fucking love the imagery. And he's literally watching her life play out in front of him and he has no part in it. This is literally how he views himself. This is really good. I get that this is similar to a lot of times of how Kazuya has felt in terms of his relationship with Chizuru. But what I like about this in particular is it feels like a natural transition for his character. But yeah, it's really interesting how Kazuya goes from a person who was watching to inspired to make a movie for her to now a person who feels like he's just watching from afar. He can never be on the stage with her. Fuck, that got me. Oh my god, she's like wheezing and coughing. It really calms you down when there's someone crying harder than you. Though I was moved too. That was so crazy. When you made the movie, I got a DVD and watched it. Mizuhara-san's acting, but a live performance is so commanding. Yeah, let's try to calm down a bit. I had no idea she has so much talent. She was shining brighter than anyone else on stage. Her presence is on a totally different level, though the others were good too. She lives in a totally different world. It's clear to anyone watching, Mizuhara is a rare talent and I'm just like some rock lying around. Even having her do an investigation, her kindness to do so is like a miracle. Celebrating her birthday together is nothing but a pipe dream. Okay, yeah, again, it's all coming back to the theme I was like kind of explaining to everybody before. It's coming back to the characters like accepting who they are and accepting their own worth. And so like now that you get a clear characterization of like how Kazuya feels, and that's been like kind of come full circle essentially, now it kind of sets up for us to kind of move forward. She's gonna come back late, huh? It was on the website too. She said there's a performance in the evening as well, and she's probably hanging out with friends too. Master, there's someone in front of the house. Huh?
Hey, you wanna see something cool?
Oh. Sumi-chan? Huh?
Great work putting on 2 shows today. It was a splendid opening today. Let's give our best in our next performance too.
Yeah. Oh, you were so amazing. It went so well. You were so good together. Yeah, for sure. Do we have a party after this? I want some drinks. It's just the first day. And there's one more surprise today. In the role of Chika Yomasaki, Chizuru's son, it's her birthday today. Oh, next time. Photo. A surprise from her friends, but her feelings are complicated. What lies in her heart? Hey, future me here. So look, I'm in the process of moving. I was super tired that day. My hair's fucking weird. I know some of y'all will be like, oh my God, he cut his hair. I know. But look, I was going through the thing. I don't have enough time to edit right now, and I was going through like what I had to say for the review segment. I couldn't articulate anything for shit. I was like super tired. It didn't make any sense, and I feel really differently about this chapter now. Like after having like edited the thing and like rewatched it and like reread the thing myself, I have like a lot of different thoughts, and none of the shit I said to me now makes sense or feels good, and the good stuff is like kind of buried underneath. I don't have time to dig through this shit right now. I'm busy moving. I'm moving in like 2 days, and my hair is weird. So yeah, for now, I'm just gonna leave you with kind of these thoughts. I'm not gonna like go through it. I will say basically there is like a difference happening between Chizuru and Kazuya's character. It's kind of being established right now, where basically they're on 2 different ends of the spectrum. Chizuru thinks about Kazuya while she's with his friends. Kazuya thinks he's not with Chizuru even though she's with her friends. So they're basically both thinking with each other. There is also an interesting thing where, like, if you look at the cake with Chizuru, it says Chika-chan instead of Chizuru-chan. And while it's just like a friendly gesture, it's not meant to be like anything stupid, because this is just the in like acting thing. Like if it was like fans, it would be fucking weird, but because it's Chizuru's friends, because they're like her acting buddies, it makes sense. So it's kind of like a funny gesture. However, it plays perfectly into Chizuru's whole thing of like acting versus being the real you. So this is kind of another weird thing, especially considering Chizuru doesn't celebrate her birthday. So Chizuru having this whole thing happening and then Sumi showing up at her house is a big deal. Another thing I think is really important to consider is that Sumi finding out about Kazuya living in Chizuru's home is a huge deal, because Sumi works in the same exact agency that Chizuru does. So this is going to bring up an important thing where Chizuru is going to have someone to really confide in, because Sumi is not going to tattle. She's not going to be a little shit about it. So when Chizuru like talks to her and tells this to her, I can definitely see the whole Sumi hugging Chizuru thing, because a lot of the stuff that's happening right now in this current day is mirroring the dream date. And if you notice, a lot of the things that happen in the dream date are happening in this particular kind of instance. So basically the 3 or 4 chapters to consider with this one. I can't go over all of them because I don't have time and I don't want to edit this. 3 or 4 chapters you can go over for this are the reference to the first play, which was chapter 52 or 51, somewhere around there. The dream date, which is chapter 79, that was the first one. I even showed one of the images there. And then finally chapter 239, as we've been moving from those chapters based on the whole mommy interaction. So chapter 236 or 237 was relevant to chapter 263 with mommy, where the chapters literally mirror each other. This kind of comes back to that conversation in chapter 239 where Kazuya talks to Chizuru, and Chizuru pretty much tells him, hey, like, I don't understand my feelings, and Kazuya feels like he can't move forward, and then Chizuru just tells him to give him some time, or to give her some time. But what this creates is it creates a situation where Kazuya feels like he can't move. This is why Kazuya's arcs are reoccurring. If any of you are thinking to yourself, why are Kazuya's arcs reoccurring? That's kind of the point. Kazuya's going through the same exact arcs because he's just kind of like, how do I improve? How do I change? Only to get to this point and feel like I can't change. There's nothing I can do. And so like I'll always be just an audience member, even though I live in her home, even though I interact with her so closely, in contrast to Chizuru, who pretty much acts like their family in the very start of the chapter, where if you start the chapter, it feels like she's talking to family. Like it feels like the family would be like, good job, I believe in you, goodbye, have a good luck day, something like that. But Chizuru is like kind of adjusting to that period of becoming a family member. So Chizuru's struggling with this stuff. She has no one to open up to. She has no one to confide to. This is where Sumi's going to come in. Sumi's going to be really important to Chizuru's character, and she's going to be the perfect bridge between her and Kazuya, because Sumi gets Kazuya really well, but she also works at the rental agency. This creates a perfect character, essentially, a perfect character to help bridge the gap between these two characters and what they're currently going through before they reach a breaking point. And I think at the moment they're both reaching that breaking point. And I think what's going to end up happening is by the end of the birthday arc, maybe it'll end next week or the week after, we're going to have some big stuff happening between Kazuya and Chizuru where they're going to like let some emotions out. They're going to talk to each other and let some stuff out. And we're gonna have like see interesting stuff like Minnie interacting with Sumi. So that's gonna be some cute stuff because those two are like so fucking extremes from one another. Sumi's like super quiet and chill. Minnie is just, I'm gonna throw my shit all over your face. So yeah, those are gonna be some interesting little things. I'm really looking forward to the next chapter. If I can have time to make a video to explore this more, I will. I'm sorry there haven't been many videos. I'm really fucking busy. I have a lot of plans. I've been like writing them down like as scripts and shit. I've had multiple scripts and shit to explore. Like, for example, this chapter is extremely relevant to the backstory to when we went to Chizuru's home, how Chizuru feels disconnected from the people around her, and how she's struggling to have family, and how her whole family life is fucking whack because of like the home stuff. Like all that is crazy symbolism. I have the whole script I mentioned before where I want to talk about why, you know, Rent-A-Girlfriend gets so much hate and shit like that. And yeah, like I have those kind of worked out for the most part, but I don't have time because I'm moving. And I have so much shit to do, and I have Fiverr. I'm editing for people on Fiverr, and I'm working on a Patreon right now. Like, see what I mean? Like, it's a giant fucking list. So, hopefully things will settle down once I finish my move, and then we can, you know, start making more videos. Get really on top of this. 2023 is gonna be a really fun year. I really want our channel. I really want the channel to grow. Thanks for everyone who subscribed up until now. I know I didn't make anything for 2023, but I kind of didn't really, I didn't have anything I wanted to say besides like all this. So like I decided, hey, like I'm gonna just start working on things I can do for the channel to help it grow, and like from there we can just grow. So yeah, I've been Fate. I hope you guys enjoyed this content. I hope you guys enjoyed this video when I had to say here this like quick lore dump or whatever the fuck you want to call it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell icon, keep up with the uploads. I will hopefully have more to discuss. I also want to cover the Shiunji family chapter because so Reishi uploads the chapters early on Fanbox for the Shiunji family, not Rent-A-Girlfriend. He doesn't upload anything early for Rent-A-Girlfriend, but the Shiunji family is like a whole separate thing. So he uploads the chapters there early. However, they're only Japanese and nobody's gonna translate them for you, like no matter how much you ask. And Fanbox is of course pay. You have to pay for Fanbox to get access to this. If you do get access to this somehow with paying, whether or not you're paying, please don't share it. Please don't be that guy. Like so much shit gets leaked for like anime and manga, and people get like access to this shit illegally. And of course it's all fucking misleading and it leads to a lot of issues. Please, even if you pay for this, even if you get access to it, don't share it unless it's other people or like there's a circle of people who share it like safely and don't do anything. Anyways, the whole point I'm trying to get at is I got a glimpse of it. It looked really interesting, so I might end up making a video for the Shiunji family as well, for anyone who is interested in Shiunji family and follows that too, because I think there was some really interesting stuff happening in that chapter with like crazy revelations and things that were going on. And the chapter should be out today for the Japanese. I think it might be translated tomorrow or at some point later. So yeah, that's really all I've had to say. I hope you guys enjoyed this recording. Please subscribe, like, behind the bell icon, and been Fate, and I will see you guys next time. Remember, let's mosey, and you'll probably have to see a different room next time.